Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by names of Manchester United Matters channel. Remember, we do 100% Manchester United news. Now today, you know that at around it's going to be 21:45 hours. United is really going to be hosting a side which goes by the names of Brentford. This is the last home game for Manchester United. I repeat it. This is the last home game for Manchester United, and it's said that players will really do a very good wave back to the fans after this game is done, because it's the last game of the season for Manchester United, because the remaining two that United is supposed to be playing this season, they are going to be playing away at Crystal Palace and a side which goes by names of Brighton in there, Albion in there for you. So United are taking on a team which goes by names of Brighton. It's not an easy one in there for you. We are up for a preview in there, but remember, there is no preview without what we call a predicted lineup, especially for the biggest team in the world, according to me, with history in there, that is Manchester United, and they're really finding their way back to get to the winning ways in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. Feel free to share with me what lineup do you think Ralf Rangnick should really come in to present on the pitch at Old Trafford when United is talking on the side which goes by the names of Brentford in there for you. No claims like this time around, no criticism. We want to see these players coming up and putting up their best in there for you. And when they don't put up their best onto the field of play, you know what we do? We really criticize them in there for you. And sometimes we ridicule them. You know that very well. That's what we do here onto this channel in there. So allow me take you straight into the predicted lineup of Manchester United versus a side which goes by names of Brentford, that me and my team here at Manchester United Matters channel came up with. First and foremost, no doubt, no question marks on him, David De Gea. No question marks onto him. No one doubts his abilities, especially when it comes to him being a shot stopper in the goal of Manchester United. People have come out and criticized his ball distribution. I'm asking myself, why are you really coming out to throw your slate to this man in here for you? He has saved us very many points. If at all it was not David De Gea, we wouldn't even have been in the race for the UEFA Europa League. You get? Because I will believe that Arsenal have sealed that position in there for you. I will believe that they are going to play Leeds. And Tottenham Hotspur will be playing Liverpool. And 100% believe that Liverpool is going to go ahead and beat Tottenham Hotspur. That means Arsenal would have stretched 5 points ahead of a side which goes by the names of Tottenham Hotspur. And by the time next weekend Arsenal is playing Spurs, Arsenal will be just needing 1 point from that game to seal the 4th position to go back into the Champions League. I really believe that United ruined their chances when they failed to beat Arsenal or draw against Arsenal at the Emirates in there for you. That's what I really believe in there for you. So Manchester United is expected to start with David De Gea in there for you to really fight for its 6th position or 5th for them to play into the UEFA Europa League in there for you. We go to the right back position. Right back position, it's Diego Dalot. No doubt to me, I really believe that Diego Dalot is improving game in, game out. I saw him in that game of Arsenal, guys. He was amazing. He was amazing in the game of Arsenal. He really brought in crosses, and he really had gotten an assist when Jesse Lingard, you know what he did very well. He really... No, it was the game against... It was a game against Norwich. Yeah, he was the reason as to why we got that corner that Ronaldo hit at the back of the net. Then in the game of Arsenal, he really hit a ball onto the near post, but it was saved by Aaron Ramsdale in there for you. So he runs well into shooting positions in there for you, and his final ball is improving game in, game out. I really believe that if Erik ten Hag comes in at Manchester United, these are some of the players that are really going to be involved and are really going to benefit from Erik ten Hag, because we've seen Erik ten Hag improving very many players, especially at the age of 23-24. He still has a lot to put to his game. If at all he managed to improve people like Tadic, whom he got from Southampton, I think it was 29-30 years, and improved him, and he's playing very much better in there. Look at Sebastian Haller, who was playing for West Ham. He looked as a flop, but this manager gave him a new life at a side which goes by the names of Ajax in there for his. I believe that Diego Dalot is going to be one of the beneficiaries from the coming in of Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, and I fancy him to start. Alex Telles, very many question marks on his game because he's suspect, especially defensively. Even that goal of a team which goes by names of Chelsea, people really come out. No, that two goals against a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there for you. He was responsible for all of those two goals. He came in very well in the game of Norwich, although we conceded twice in there. But most of those goals came from this Harry Maguire side in there, because he was playing as the right central defender in there. Then in the game of Chelsea, he came out and defended very well. He looked to be exposed, especially when Rashford was playing to his side. And when Rashford was changing to play on the other side of Diego Dello was also suspect in there to an extent that he reached an extent, he found himself in a 1v2 in there when he had two players of Chelsea to mark Marcos Alonso and a player who goes by the names of Mason Mount. And Marcos Alonso really got that free ball and he hit at the back of the net. That's how United conceded against a side which goes by the names of Chelsea in there for you. But I really believe that if at all there is someone tracking back for him, he can really look great and better into this. Remember, Luke Shaw is out of the season in here for the entire season. He's not going to return. Rafael Varane expected to play into that central defense in there alongside Victor Lindelof. Remember, the manager fancies Harry Maguire, but Harry Maguire is having a calf injury. Is it a calf or ankle injury? And he's out until the end of the season. To me, I don't believe the news that Harry Maguire is really holding an injury, because Harry Maguire has been so much under scrutiny by the Manchester United fans, media, and the fans of other teams in there for you, because they think that you have a lot of quality on the bench that can come out and outcompete Harry Maguire, like Eric Bay, even Phil Jones can in there. But all in all, it has really gotten to the head of Harry Maguire and Ralf Rangnick. And I think Ralf Rangnick told him, please, the season is done. There is nothing we can do. We are really going to come in and do these games without you. Just bear with the situation and bear with us, and the rest, see it as it comes in there for you. So Lindelof and Rafael Varane, they looked well against the side which goes by the name of Chelsea. They closed them very well, and we expect the needful to come in from these people in the Manchester United. So the back four: Dello right back, Telles left back, Lindelof and Rafael Varane playing into the central defense in there for you. That is Manchester United back four for you. A system of 4-2-3-1 with Nemanja Matic coming in through to play as a central defensive midfielder in the double midfield against the man who goes by names of Scott McTominay. So they looked great in there for you, and the way we played against Chelsea, especially the second half, because first half was abysmal. We looked like we are an underdog, but the second half we came in here and really put the game to Chelsea, and I really believe that the only chance that we got, especially the clear chance, we patted it all, put it in the back of the net in there for you. But against Arsenal, the entire 90 minutes we looked good, and expect United to go ahead and look good in the entire 90 minutes against Brentford in there for you at Old Trafford in there for you. Being the last game of Manchester United at Old Trafford, they shouldn't disappoint the fans of Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, oh my God, he is really looking bad. He is really looking bad, and I will believe that he has the work ethic, the physicality. He runs all over the pitch, you get, but whenever he gets that ball, he doesn't know what to use this ball. I don't know what has gone over his mind. You get? Does he feel that he has a lot of responsibility onto him? Because even when he is supposed to control that ball and really pass easily to the next player of Manchester United, he tries to go in for the long balls in there for you. And I ask myself, what is wrong with Bruno Fernandes? These are the players that Erik ten Hag needs to put back to order, because Bruno is one of the best midfielders the world has seen in the past 2-3 years, but this season he is totally off. Amid his team putting up goals and assists in there for you, but a lot is lacking into his game that he needs to come on and capitalize on it, especially when we are really going to rebuild Manchester United in there for you. Anthony Elanga playing off the right hand side of the midfield in there for you. He really runs very well, and he is one of those players that have convinced Ralf Rangnick that I'm really here to fight for you in there. Marcus Rashford coming in to play that side in there for you, and people ask themselves, why is Jadon Sancho not into this lineup in there for you? So to me, I really believe that it's like Rashford is playing in here because Jadon Sancho really had a cold in there for you in his throat and he couldn't play. So we don't know whether he has returned, and you never know, he might be even having COVID in there. He might have tested positive for COVID. So I'm waiting to see what really happens in there for you. But especially Marcus Rashford is expected to start into the left attacking side of the midfield, as Anthony Elanga starts off the right attacking side of the midfield. Now, the man of the moment, 23 goals in his return season at Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo is expected to lead the line for Manchester United. You know, he has scored He scored a hat-trick against a side which goes by the names of Norwich. He scored one against Arsenal. He scored one against Chelsea. So he's on fire, and I really believe that tomorrow he can even bang in another hat-trick in there because he is really on fire. I expect Ronaldo to come up and do the needful in there for you. So that's my starting lineup, especially predicted for Manchester United. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I really believe that that should be the starting lineup of Manchester United tomorrow in there. Freddie might return, but there is no reason for him to hurry him back because the physicality of this game is going to be so high. So I really believe that it's better we reserve him. He comes in to play the last 20 minutes in there for you. Juan Mata will come in there, get off Rashford, bring in Juan Mata. Yes, Lingard has returned, but I don't start him into this game too. I really wait into the match situation will depend on who will come on at what period of time there for you. But I will believe that if that lineup is put out very well in there, we will win this game. The only suspect is Marcus Rashford. You know that. Marcus Rashford is a suspect into this game in there because he doesn't track back. He drops those runs and he lets Alex Telles or Diego Dalot be exposed in a 1v2 situation in there for you. And when you look at a team which goes by the names of Brentford, we have played it. We have won 7 times against it, and they've won 5 times against us. 20 goals scored by Brentford, 28 goals scored by Manchester United, 4 clean sheets kept by Brentford, and 3 clean sheets kept by side which goes by the names of Manchester United. So it shows you that this is a tight tie. It's a tight tie and a tight call. And ever since they really ever since they signed Christian Eriksen, the captain of Denmark, oh my God, they are no longer the same. They are no longer the same. They are a different kind of team altogether, and ask the teams they've really faced recently. Their form is so much worrying to Manchester United, especially in such a game in here for you. When you look at their recent games that they played, that is a team which goes by names of Brentford, that is seated into where's the 14th position of the league in their recent games. They beat Newcastle. They were beaten by Newcastle 2-0, all right? They beat Norwich by 3-1. They beat Burnley by 2-0. They were beaten by Leicester 2-1. They beat Chelsea 4-1. They beat West Ham 2-0, and they beat Watford 2-1. You get? That is Brentford in there for you. So that means in their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, they've won 4 and lost 2. It shows you that they are really on a very good form. And in the previous 3 games, they've managed to earn maximum points in there for you. So the introduction of Christian Eriksen, one of the creative midfielders that I've seen in this era, is really a very much motivation beside which goes by names of Brentford, because this money in here will create an assist. He will bring in perfect set pieces. You get, he has a shot on him. He can shoot a free kick. He can bring in a perfect corner. He can release the likes of Tony in there. So I will believe that Ivan Toney can really be a very big problem to Manchester United, especially if at all we don't get out Christian Eriksen out of this game. And remember, Christian Eriksen is one of those players that Erik ten Hag wants to come in at Manchester United. A signing that I would love at Manchester United, because Bruno needs someone to reshape him, needs someone to put pressure on him, to know that if at all you don't play, we can come up and do that job. Thanks to Dan Van Beek returning at Manchester United in the summer, and if at all you get in Christian Eriksen, it won't be a very bad replacement for Juan Mata, because Eriksen at the age of 30, he can give us some 2-3 seasons at Manchester United as we really put up the rebuild in there for you. So I really believe that's going to be a tight one, but I predict 3-1 or 3-0 win for Manchester United, because I really believe that Ronaldo is on fire, and the likes of Elanga, Nemanja Matic, and a player who goes by the names of Scott McTominay will do well, and we will win the midfield battle. And you know that engine room, each and every time you win it, you are just very sure that you're really going to go ahead and win in there for you. So guys, thank you for watching in. I go by the names of Rock and David. Your prediction is welcome into the comment section below. That has been my match preview of a team which goes by the names of Manchester United, as we talk on the side which goes by the names of Brentford, and that is happening at Old Trafford. It's the last game of Manchester United at Old Trafford this season in competitive football in there. Don't mess me wrong, or don't take me wrong, and we expect United to play again way back in July into the preseason in Austria in there for you. I go by the names of Rock and David. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning and Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim friends in there, and we are really welcome and waiting for your calls in there to call us to come in and really enjoy the rice that you guys are preparing. I'm out for now. See you later, my mates.